where this is stemmed from is the recent announcement and tournament that's being held for the WWE Women's United States Championship over on SmackDown.
The newly announced.
The newly announced battle. So, what's your opinion on the women's US title?
I am very happy. I've been saying for ages that if the women have to have a, not have to, they should have, but if the women are going to have a separate title, it shouldn't be tag titles because there's no tag teams,
Yeah,
should be singles. Now, I will say, had I had my way, it would be an Intercontinental because I feel like that makes more sense. It's the
I think
oldest
that's going to
secondary
happen though.
title. I think it is going to happen. We're going to have divisions on each, which is fine because it means, the rosters are ever growing. There's people we want in the picture who can't get in the picture right now. For example, Chelsea Green. One day
Yeah,
I want her to be a world champion. I
yeah,
can't see her being in that picture anytime soon. Maybe like next year's Money in the Bank winner kind of thing. I could see that. But
yeah,
I think someone like Chelsea Green, Meechin,
yeah,
Tiffany Stratton could maybe have a run until she cashes in
yeah.
because that could be the catalyst on what makes her finally cash in on Nia. She loses the US title. She's so pissed she's not a champion anymore. You could have a backstage segment why, well, Nia basically mocks her or something,
Yeah.
and then boom, cashes in. Like there's so many things they could do. Hopefully they'd announce the Intercontinental because I would have thought they'd announced it a lot closer together because now it
Yeah,
kind of
I was
because
expecting it the following Raw,
yeah,
like almost
because
immediately.
like I know whatever kayfabe etc. But like Nick Aldis did the big presentation. And the whole
Yeah,
thing is that they are feuding general managers, brand supremacy, blah blah. So now it's just if Adam Pearce does it, it's now just going to look like,
yeah,
oh
like
well, you
Scott.
did it. I made
Yeah, yeah,
this. Like, but if it happens, wonderful. It should. I would have announced the Intercontinental title first.
yeah.
Maybe held an imaginary tournament in
It's
In Brazil for it. Um, but
it's that
yeah,
thing,
no,
isn't it?
I'm happy.
For
I
like,
think scrap the tag titles. I
yeah,
think scrap the tag titles because there isn't enough tag teams. There's what? There's Katana Chance and Kaden Carter,
yeah.
Damage Control, whatever
Kabuki
the shit.
Warriors, who were part of Damage Control as
Part,
well.
yeah.
So yeah,
There's the weird MMA wannabe faction with Shayna Baszler in it. I can't remember what they're called.
Zoe Stark. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't remember what the team's called. It's called like
no.
PBC or something like that.
Then there's Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, which
Again, that's two singles thrown in until the Rumble because then you're
it's
gonna have one of them's gonna
yeah,
eliminate the other, and then they're gonna go to Mania, and we're
and
gonna get
and that seems
big
like it's
beefy
more
girls
of a
beefing me, and
yeah,
yeah,
and it seems like it's more of a right. You're going to have a year
we
working with
we
Bianca to build
that's
you
it.
up, Jade, and like
I don't even think it's a case of build you up. I think it's like we need to keep you guys apart,
yeah,
like from fighting each other. And the only way to logically do that if they're on the same show is be in a team,
yeah, yeah,
be allies. I think everyone knows that's the payoff we're going to get for that, which I'm looking forward to. Big fan
yeah,
of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair's her rise from NXT to being like the face of the women's division, like
yeah.
in terms of merch, charity
Winning the
work.
Rumble,
Yeah,
winning every women's title basically.
yeah, she's very much like she's on the women's side. She's doing the John Cena role, right?
Yeah, I
Like
could
she's
see her absolutely going after the women's US title as well when it's out, just so that
yeah,
it's
100%.
another accolade for her. And
Yeah,
yeah,
100%. And I think that's good. I think, like I said, there's a lot of people on the roster who I would love to see in the title picture, but just can't get in the world title picture right now. Um, I think who do you think should be the first US women's champion?
I at the time of recording, just for the benefit of listeners, at the time of recording, it's been announced, and I think the tournament's just started on SmackDown.
Bailey
Um,
just won
yeah,
a triple threat, which included Maxine Dupree for some reason, and Candice LeRae, possibly.
I
I
think so.
think
There we go.
I think
Full
that's who
bracket
was.
unveiled.
Oh, here
So
we go.
quick look, just because I can't remember it off the top of my head. Um, oh god damn it! Full bracket unveiled, but it's not there. Wonderful.
If I go on
But yeah, Bailey beat BFAB and Candice LeRae.
BFAB, that was
Yeah. Oh,
yes,
here we go. I've got the
beef.
image now. So you've got Bailey, Candice LeRae, BFAB. Then you've got Bianca Belair, Chelsea Green, and Blair Davenport. Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, Elektra Lopez, and then Jade Cargill, Michin, and Piper Niven. And the finals are going to be at the revived Saturday night's main event, which I'm really
I'm
looking forward
so
to that.
excited for.
Yeah, I
Okay,
love that. I hope they have
okay,
the cheesy intros and everything for Saturday. Do you remember just before WrestleMania 22 when they brought back Saturday night's main event for the first time in like a decade? And
yeah,
they had the main event was the two main events of WrestleMania fighting each other. So you had Cena and Triple H versus
yeah.
Orton, Ray, and Angle. And they had that whole thing of like the cold opened with Triple H talking about what was going to happen. And then all of a sudden, John Cena's hand and chatting about it, and then going to the opponents. Man, Saturday night's main event was wild.
Have you
That
seen the
was.
reports that they're going to keep everything old school, even like the
I
entrance
really
point?
hope they do. Yeah,
So it's not going to have, it's going to be a full seated arena, seats
yeah.
behind the entrance. There's not going to be a Titantron.
Oh, brilliant.
Apparently they're going like all out for the to give it the nostalgic retro feel. Based on that bracket,
Yeah,
I would love to see Chelsea Green
Chelsea.
and
Yeah, Chelsea for me.
Chelsea Green and Piper Niven final.
They're both on the opposite sides of the brackets as well, so they could
That's what I
absolutely be a
mean.
final.
I
Yeah,
would love to see that. And then they both just give us a fucking banger because we know they both can wrestle. We
I
know they're
mean,
both really good in the ring. And I think that would be an amazing point to just,
yeah,
you
no,
know,
no, no, I agree. But I think also further to your point about there being a lot of people and only the one title, the fact that they've got 12 people in this tournament. You know what I mean? 12 women in the tournament. That shows you how much they need an undercard title or
yeah, it
mid
does.
card title or
The
whatever.
only thing that worries me is that they've got Raw and SmackDown there, which tells me there's a
No, no,
chance when, yeah, Chelsea
this is
Green
all
Smack.
SmackDown.
Oh, is it all SmackDown?
It's all SmackDown. Yeah, yeah, it's all
Oh
SmackDown.
shit.
Yeah,
Oh well,
because
that's
yeah,
perfect then.
yeah, it's all SmackDown. It's because you thought Maxine Dupree was in one. That's what you were saying earlier. Maxine Dupree's
Yeah,
Raw, and it's triggered a thing in your brain and stuff.
yeah.
But it's fine. It's,
Oh well, that's amazing because that
Maxine
shows.
Dupree's not in there. We're good.
Yeah, well,
Although I like Maxine.
that shows how stacked the mid card division can be
Just on SmackDown.
just on SmackDown alone. Um,
I
yeah, I
mean,
think I'd love to see Chelsea win it, but I can see Tiffany Stratton winning it if
so
I'm
I
honest.
think I think the final four are going to be Bailey, Chelsea Green, like you say, Piper Niven, and maybe Naomi.
Yeah,
Although the only thing is, in Piper Niven's bracket also has Jade Cargill and Meacham, and Chelsea Green's Blair Davenport and Bianca Belair. Blair Davenport hasn't done anything in the main roster for a long time because of injuries and stuff and time off, and this could be a way of Blair could be the unknown pick that they go with. You know, sometimes with these things they go right. You know what? Like there's the SmackDown Tag Title tournament when they first introduced that, and they brought back the Headbangers, and
yeah,
Heath and Rhino won it of all people, and they were like
yeah,
a
yeah.
completely cobbled together tag team. So the WWE has a history of swerving people on their expectations. So, which to be fair is why Chelsea and Piper could absolutely be the finalists. So yeah.